Hey everyone, it's Dr. Emily here. Today we're diving into a crucial topic that could save your life or the life of someone you love. We're going to be talking about silent heart attacks, a serious medical event that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Silent heart attacks are more common than you think, and recognizing the signs can make all the difference. We're going to break down 6 often ignored symptoms that you need to be aware of. Trust me, this information could be life-saving, so stay tuned. Let's talk about fatigue. We all experience tiredness from time to time, right? It's a common part of life, especially in our fast-paced world. But when it comes to your heart, persistent and unusual fatigue can be a red flag, especially if it's not related to any recent physical activity or lack of sleep. This isn't the kind of tiredness that goes away after a good nap or a restful weekend. Imagine feeling drained even after a good night's rest, or finding it difficult to get through your normal daily routine. This kind of exhaustion can make even the simplest tasks feel like a marathon. This kind of fatigue can be your body's way of signaling that something isn't right. It's like your body is trying to tell you that it needs help. Now, I'm not saying that every time you feel tired, it's a heart attack. Fatigue can be caused by many things, from stress to poor diet to lack of sleep. But if you're experiencing unusual fatigue that lasts for more than a few days and you can't pinpoint the cause, it's crucial to listen to your body and seek medical advice. Don't just brush it off as nothing. Think of it this way. Your heart is a powerful muscle that works tirelessly to pump blood throughout your body. It never takes a break, so when it's struggling, it can affect your entire system. When your heart is struggling, one of the first signs can be feeling constantly drained, as if your body is running on fumes. This isn't just being tired, it's a deep, bone-weary fatigue. This fatigue can be accompanied by other subtle symptoms, like shortness of breath or discomfort in your chest, jaw, or arms. These symptoms can be easy to overlook, but they are important clues. The key here is to pay attention to your body's signals and recognize when something feels off. Your body has ways of telling you when it needs help, and it's up to you to listen. Don't dismiss persistent fatigue as simply being overworked or stressed. It's easy to make excuses, but your health is too important to ignore. Early detection is crucial when it comes to heart health, and recognizing unusual fatigue as a potential warning sign could make all the difference. Taking action early can lead to better outcomes and a healthier life. Now let's talk about another common, yet often ignored symptom of a silent heart attack: shortness of breath. You might think of a heart attack as this dramatic event with crushing chest pain, but it can be much more subtle than that. Many people don't realize that heart attacks can present with less obvious symptoms. Shortness of breath, even without chest pain, can be a sign that your heart isn't getting enough oxygen. This can happen because the heart is not pumping blood as effectively as it should. Imagine this. You're going about your day, maybe climbing a flight of stairs or walking a short distance, and suddenly you find yourself gasping for air. It's an unsettling experience that can catch you off guard. This feeling of breathlessness can be an indication that your heart is working harder than it should to pump blood, and your lungs are struggling to keep up. It's a sign that your cardiovascular system is under stress. It's like your body is trying to tell you that something is wrong, even if you don't feel that classic chest pain. Your body has its own way of signaling distress, and shortness of breath is one of those signals. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Dr. Emily, I get short of breath sometimes, especially when I exercise. That's completely normal, right? And you're right, shortness of breath can be caused by a variety of factors from asthma to anxiety. It's important to consider the context and frequency of your symptoms, but if you're experiencing shortness of breath that's new, unusual, or comes on suddenly, especially if you're not exerting yourself, it's crucial to take it seriously. This could be a red flag for a more serious underlying condition. Don't brush it off as just being out of shape or needing to catch your breath. It's better to be cautious and get checked out by a healthcare professional. Your heart and lungs work together as a team, and when one is struggling, the other can be affected. This interconnectedness means that issues in one area can have a ripple effect on your overall health. Shortness of breath is your body's way of sounding the alarm, urging you to seek medical attention. Don't ignore these signals. They are there to protect you and ensure you get the care you need. We've all experienced indigestion or nausea at some point, right? It's that uncomfortable feeling in your stomach that can range from mild discomfort to intense pain. While these symptoms are often associated with something you ate, they can also be a sign of a silent heart attack. You might be thinking, Dr. Emily, how can my stomach be related to my heart? Well, the answer lies in the nerves that connect these two organs. Sometimes, the pain signals from a heart attack can get misinterpreted by the brain, leading to symptoms in other parts of the body, like the stomach. So imagine this, you're experiencing indigestion that just won't quit, or you have a wave of nausea that seems to come out of nowhere. While it might be tempting to reach for an antacid or write it off as a stomach bug, it's important to consider the possibility of a heart issue, especially if you have other risk factors like high blood pressure or diabetes. Now, I'm not saying that every bout of indigestion is a heart attack in disguise, but if you're experiencing persistent or severe indigestion or nausea, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like sweating, shortness of breath, or discomfort in your chest, jaw, or arms, it's crucial to seek medical attention immediately. When we think of a heart attack, we often picture that classic image of someone clutching their chest in pain. This is the most common portrayal in movies and TV shows, and it's what most of us have come to expect. But here's the thing. Heart attack pain can radiate to other areas of the upper body, making it tricky to pinpoint the source. This means that the pain isn't always where you think it should be. We're talking about discomfort or pain in your back, neck, jaw, or even your stomach. These areas can all be affected, and the pain can vary in intensity and type. It might feel like a dull ache, a sharp stabbing sensation, or even a burning feeling. The variety of sensations can make it hard to identify the true cause of the pain. These symptoms can be subtle and easily mistaken for something else, like muscle strain or heartburn. It's easy to brush them off as minor issues, but they could be signs of something more serious. Imagine this. You've been experiencing a nagging pain in your jaw or a tightness in your back that just won't go away. You might think it's due to stress or a bad night's sleep. You might dismiss it as sleeping wrong or overdoing it at the gym. But what if it's your heart sending out distress signals? It's crucial to listen to your body and recognize when something feels off. The reason for this referred pain lies in the way our nerves are connected. The body's complex network of nerves can sometimes send confusing signals. The nerves that supply the heart and other organs in the chest and upper body sometimes share pathways, leading to pain sensations that can be felt in areas other than the heart itself. This shared pathway can make it difficult to determine the exact source of the pain. So if you're experiencing any kind of discomfort or pain in your upper body, especially if it's new, unusual, or comes on suddenly, don't ignore it. Pay attention to these signals and take them seriously. It's always better to err on the side of caution and get checked out by a medical professional. Early detection and treatment can make a significant difference in outcomes, so don't hesitate to seek help if something doesn't feel right. Sweating is a natural bodily function that helps regulate our temperature. But when it comes to your heart, unexplained sweating, especially if it's cold and clammy, can be a warning sign. It's like your body is trying to tell you that something is wrong, even if you don't feel any pain. Imagine this. You're sitting down relaxing and suddenly you break out in a cold sweat for no apparent reason. Or you're sleeping and wake up drenched in sweat even though the room is cool. This type of sweating can be your body's response to stress. And in the case of a silent heart attack, the stress is coming from your heart struggling to function properly. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of sweat you experience after a workout or on a hot day. I'm talking about sweating that's excessive, unusual, or comes on suddenly without any obvious trigger. This type of sweating can be accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath, nausea, or lightheadedness. Have you ever felt lightheaded or dizzy, like the room is spinning around you? While this can be caused by a variety of factors, from dehydration to low blood sugar, it can also be a sign of a silent heart attack. When your heart isn't pumping blood effectively, your brain may not receive enough oxygen, leading to feelings of lightheadedness or dizziness. Imagine this. You're going about your day and suddenly you feel a wave of dizziness wash over you. You might feel unsteady on your feet or like you're going to faint. This can be a frightening experience, especially if you don't know what's causing it. Now, I'm not saying that every time you feel lightheaded or dizzy, it's a heart attack. But if you're experiencing these symptoms suddenly, or if they're accompanied by other symptoms like chest discomfort, shortness of breath, or nausea, it's crucial to seek medical attention immediately. So, there you have it, 6 signs of a silent heart attack that are often ignored. Remember, heart attacks don't always present with dramatic symptoms. Sometimes they whisper instead of scream. If you or someone you know is experiencing any of these symptoms, don't ignore them. Seek medical attention immediately. Time is of the essence when it comes to heart health. The sooner you seek help, the better the outcome. Don't let fear or uncertainty prevent you from getting the care you need. Your health is your most valuable asset, so take care of it. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Thanks for watching and stay healthy.